Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're live. Um, so I'm going to University of Maryland today. It's disco day, so we're gonna dress like this. I don't dance. I don't know how to dance, but whatever. I don't know. All right, so let's do a card show. I am cutting back in the new year here for a few reasons. I don't really sell much right now. I pretty much just collect the things I want for myself. And because I don't really recommend buying stuff right now. Um, don't recommend buying. Don't recommend selling. It's just it's too gambly. I got into this because I was collecting the cards that I wanted to collect for myself, and then I had extras, but most of the extras are either not valuable and no one really wants to buy them, or you're selling them for $1 and going through all that effort for something you don't really make a profit on. Or it is a cool card, in which case I want to keep it for myself, but then it doesn't matter how much it's worth because I'm keeping it. So I don't know. And there's just this debate online because Topps Pristine came out, or is coming out for the year. And I mean, Pristine looks cool, but most of the cards you're going to get are base cards. And you get like 3 cool cards per box. And, maybe those 3 cool cards per box are really cool. Or maybe they're just kind of sort of cool. Of a low-level player that you don't know for a team that you don't follow. And not very rare. So there's no guarantee you'll get anything you even like out of the box, which some people are saying is going to be like $1,000. It's just no, not even in a break. No. So we've got some Topps Chrome UFC. So Topps or UFC is something I don't mind getting a box of because the difference between a favorite fighter and a not favorite fighter is not all that much. Pretty sure I did a random letter break anyway, just to get a little taste. We have 2 top loaders here. Here's Sparkle. 250. And you are sparkled to 250. Whoop. But UFC in general has a checklist problem because there's very few stars these days. All right, let's store a holiday for the time until I run out of days. So I did mention I'm slowing down my buying, but that thing I just opened there was from the summer. So my Mojos, I don't open them until months later. So I have half a year's worth of Mojo packs sitting in the basement. So I've got plenty of Mojo to open for the foreseeable future, and other stuff too. So even if I do slow down a little bit, it's no biggie. All right, so we've got some Topps Holiday. This is a case of Orioles. So you see the size of the box, and then this is the size of what you actually get. This is bigger. This must be an ornament, but we're actually taking the tree down right now. see. Oh, we got Gunner. Looks like there's two of them here. Both Gunners. Gunner, star Oriole player, whose agent refuses to let him explore a contract extension. So enjoy him while you got him, because baseball. All right. I did get my Crop Dusters season ticket pack. Have my Frederick Keys 10-game pack. You know, it's officially January now, which means next month that the Terps and UMBC and Towson are all playing by the end of February. O's are certainly getting more serious. Got that Yankees jersey, so it'd be nice to see them at least once. And Bay Sox responded to me. It doesn't mean they're going to make any sort of deal that'll allow me to get to any games. And last year, I did talk to them a few times, and they did listen to my requests. They just didn't grant any of them. So they did actually listen. They're just unwilling to change how they do things and unwilling to give me any sort of package based on my few years of following them. So I do have a conversation with them coming up. We'll see if there's anything to report. But so at this point, I don't need the bat because the bat rack is filled with something I like. I don't need the tickets because I've got my Maryland tickets. I've got my Frederick Keys tickets. O's are always right there. I enjoyed going to the Bay Sox, but I know if I just start going again without them actually earning the business back, I'm just going to be annoyed every time I go. So there's no point in doing that. So we'll see. Frederick's going to be minor league O's anyway. And I mean, Frederick is just as close as Bowie is. So they can be a replacement if need be. All right. We've got a Tomoyuki Sengawa rookie on metallic. We've got a Kobe Mayo with the Christmas lights. Nope, buddy. We've got a Gunner. No, I know what this is. All right. I was going to say it doesn't look interesting at all on the front. I mean, beyond the normal base card. It's the back. That's Snowflake. So they guarantee you 3 short prints per box, something like that. This is one of them. And yeah, that looks cool. I like that. It's the card with the lights on it. That's cool. But this also counts as one of the short prints. And it's exactly the same on the front as a base card. But on the back, you get the Snowflake and it's red and green. That's dumb. Dumb. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit rare, and who knows, maybe it's worth something. I doubt it. But, I mean, Photoshopping these days, it's easy. Like, much more of the cards than are should be some sort of parallel. And it doesn't even have to be worth anything, because, I mean, they're the Topps holiday cards. They're not generally worth anything, but they do look cool. So have fun with it, you know. Photoshop the crap out of them. Don't, you know. So what if it's not super rare? It's a fun set, not a... So again, red snowflake, but no other change to the base. And then a Jordan Westberg metallic, and a Kobe Mayo again with the lights. So out of the case, I would call this the coolest card to come out of there. Which, for a case, it's relatively cheap. But what I'm saying is they should just go bonkers and have fun with it. Because at this point, Photoshop's not complicated or expensive or anything. Now let's take a first look. Some archives. I got a couple boxes worth of O's and Nationals. I didn't go too nuts on the archives this year because they're not, I mean, they didn't really go back to any years that I'm super interested in, which is really the point of archives. It's essentially some older looking cards of modern players. And each year they pick 3 different old sets to go back to. Grayson's already gone. Heston. Haven't heard of Heston in quite a while. Don't know where he's going to be next year. If he's even doing okay. But haven't really heard him even talk about. Now we got Cal. So this is a old player on an old style card. But it does make the checklist pretty good. So I like it when they do that, when they have classic players on the checklist. That's something I'm more likely to get a box of. I did that with Allen and Ginter because even if I'm not a big fan of, you know, Miami Marlins, I'll at least know some of their classic players and classic players for all the teams. Touch page. Cedric, who's now like 2 teams beyond the Orioles. A really big muscle. Sungawa. So I don't know, archives are always fun. Your sticker of Kobe, who I believe is still with the team. We got some Nationals, who I'm not following as much, but I might try to get to a game or two if they have decent promotions, which they do. Vlad. No Woods. There's James Wood. All right. Hometown, Olney, Maryland. I got a Ripken, refractor. All right. Another Mojo. And they're doing a loyalty program now, which I approve, like loyalty programs. But it's like for every $100 you spend, you get like a point, something like that. Which it's not a lot. Like, I mean, I want to say it amounts to like a 1% discount, which isn't a lot. Like the discount is very small. And then it gives me a visual representation of, oh, I spent that much. So it actually is somewhat counterintuitive. It's like you'd have to spend $1,000 to get a $10 coupon, and a $10 coupon is not really that much if you're spending $1,000 to begin with. So, yeah, sports cards are not looking too great right now. All right, we got a bunch of stuff in here. So we've got some Bowman O's. We've got some ice caps and some Contenders football. We'll start with the O's because there's no top loaders in this pack. So a Mojo of Kobe Mayo, of Gunner, Estrada. I'm not sure if he was one of the prospects that got traded. Basayo. And I didn't really pay too close attention to the minor leagues last year because Frederick wasn't the minors and I wasn't following Bowie. So I'll have to see who's actually likely to be heading to Frederick next year. All right, seen it. There's a top loader at the back of this pack, though. Right, and it's a Gunner Aqua to 125. Now let's go to caps. There's something thick in here. This is the ice set. So we've got a Strom, an Ovi, Carlson, Carlson but green, and our top loader was a rookie signature, Patrick Dubé to 99. When I saw this, I thought it was going to be another one of those frozen ice cards. Which I did look up. They're not super valuable, but they're interesting at least. Cool. Well, there's a nice hit. All right, let's get these contenders. Henry. Flowers. Lamar. Henry, but a winning ticket. It's kind of ironic because sports cards are essentially lottery tickets now. Lamar and Tua. Henry and Jacobs. And then my hit of the pack here is a Henry conference ticket, number 299. All right. I was gonna do this UEFA. All right, here's what we'll do. We're up to 20 minutes already. I'm gonna see what's in here. And depending on what's in here, we'll go to the UEFA or we won't. No, we'll stop here. We got some UFC. All right. What are you? Your finest. UFC finest. I must have had C, I guess. So we got Daniel Cormier. Colby Covington. We've got Chael Sonnen to 25. Oh, look at that. We've got a Frank Mir autograph. Sorry, I'm trying to see how that possibly says Frank Mir. Like, I don't see an F or an M. I think it's a sticker. But I don't think they would mess up and give you the wrong sticker. I'm more or less sure that that's Frank Mir's signature. It's just what it looks like. All right. Joanna Jendrick, 75. We have one last card. It's an autograph also. Kellan Vieira. Non-numbered. Now, I can see exactly how that says Kellan Vieira, K Vieira. Good signature. And it almost looks like she's signing on a line. I'm trying to figure out what that says. F.A. Kellan Vieira, KV. F.A. Iron? It's a refractor. fight. FA. But we'll close with that. Like I said, I am slowing down on buying, so I'll have to also slow down on opening. So we'll save this guy for another time and get out of here. See ya.